Welcome to the He's Got Issues Independent Comics Edition number 191.3. I'm John Cooney here to preview new independent comics being released September 16th, 2015, beginning alphabetically with Boom Studios and Adventure Time, Fionna and Cake Card Wars number 3 of 6. The Card Wars tournament prep heats up when Lumpy Space Prince pulls a Karate Kid style situation with Cake. Next, we have Big Trouble in Little China, number 16. Jack accidentally brings the spirit of the Pork Chop Express to life. We've also got Butterfly hardcover. Butterfly is one of Project Delta's deep cover agents. No birth certificate, no social security number, a complete ghost. When her cover is blown and she's set up for a murder she didn't commit, she is unknowingly led to her father's doorstep, a man she thought died 20 years ago. Trained to trust nothing and no one, Butterfly must decide whether to seek answers with the project or believe the man who betrayed her years ago. Next we have Escape from New York number 10. Snake is back in New York and everyone wants to kill him. We've also got Fiction number 4 of 4, final issue. Max, Cassie, and Tyler have nowhere left to run and must face the corruption once and for all. Next we have Lumberjanes number 18. When April meets two mermaids who used to be friends but are now stuck in a crazy rivalry, she decides to put her friendship repairing skills to the test. And we have UFOlogy number 5 of 6. Malcolm and Becky face off against the DH agent and unpleasant truths are revealed. From Dark Horse Comics, we have Two Sisters, a super spy graphic novel hardcover. From the imagination of Matt Kint, Two Sisters is at once a fanciful World War II thriller full of codes, gadgets, and cyanide capsules, and the heartbreaking story of Elle and Anna, whose shared past and secrets are dredged up when Elle is recruited into His Majesty's service as a covert agent. Next, we have B.P.R.D. Hell on Earth number 135. The impossible will happen. The stakes have never been higher going into the final massive story on Hell on Earth as Black Flame tests the limits of his power. We've also got Dark Horse Presents number 14. Stephen Grant and Paul Gulacy resurrect the Warren Publishing character The Rook, a time-traveling gunslinging monster fighter. And the next chapter of Brendan McCarthy's Dream Gang begins here, plus new chapters of Alex DeCampi and Jerry Ordway's Semi-Automagic, and Rich Woodall and Craig Russo's Kira Alien Jungle Girl. Michael May and Jason Copeland's Kill All Monsters, and Anthony Zaccari and Oscar Capristo's Grim Arcane conclude. Next we have Death Head number 3 of 6. Driven by a compulsion to understand the mask he found in the woods, Niles heads to Reyes, the mysterious seaside town that he sees in his visions. Lately, the town has been plagued by unexplained suicides, so a curious visitor is the last thing the residents want. Finding the truth won't be easy, because some evil should never be unmasked. We've also got Groo, Friends and Foes number 9. The world's stupidest warrior encounters two old friends who are most definitely foes. Pal and Drum, the greatest of con artists, and his sidekick, the world's second stupidest warrior. Next we have Midnight Society, The Black Lake number 3 of 4. Beneath the surface of Loch Ness, Matilda Finn flees for her life and discovers the missing cryptozoologist she was searching for. Can the lost MI Omega leader be saved, and does he even deserve saving? Questions and answers bubble to the surface in the penultimate issue. We've also got Paybacks number 1. Heroism doesn't come cheap, so when superheroes borrow money to finance their genetic enhancements or crime-fighting supercomputers, their debts make student loans look like IOUs. Enter the Paybacks, a repo squad composed of bankrupt former heroes here to foreclose on everybody's secret lairs. From the team that delivered the acclaimed Buzzkill. And we have Plants vs. Zombies number 4. A new story arc begins. A group of young plants move out of Crazy Dave's garage and into his huge family mansion in Neighborville. But why is Dr. Zombus spying on them? Artist Andy Tong joins writer Paul Tobin for this 3-issue arc. Bonus stories by Kareem Friha. And we have Usagi Yojimbo number 148. A one-armed samurai tells Usagi of his losing duel with an invincible warrior who severs the sword arm of his victims and wears their finger bones as a necklace. When the skilled sadistic samurai comes to town, can the rabbit Ronin defeat an unbeatable swordsman? From Dynamite Entertainment, we have Looking for Group number 6. After the events of last issue, Kale is excited to begin building something instead of destroying. An old friend joins the team as a new quest presents itself, but where is Richard? It's the trial of the century as Richard must answer for his past and free himself from the ever-deadly plane of suck. Next we have Voltron from the Ashes, number 1 of 6. More than 200 years ago, Voltron Force fought its final battle against the Drool Empire. Voltron has not moved since the battle, but his legacy lives on. Now an ancient army has arisen, and a new Voltron Force must be chosen to pilot the defender of the universe. Writer Cullen Bunn says, "You don't grow up in the day and age of my childhood without developing a deep and abiding love for Voltron, so writing the adventures of such an iconic giant robot is a real thrill and a treat. With this story, I hope to show a couple of different sides of Voltron, one vibrant and exciting like the old cartoons, and one a little more dark and even frightening. This dichotomy should be a lot of fun for readers and allow me to explore different sides of the characters involved. For me, Voltron has this mythical quality that I really want to delve into, and I'm excited to see what fans think of my contribution to the Voltron legend." And we have Will Eisner's The Spirit, number 3. The narrative scene shifts to the South Seas as a native fisherman struggles to provide for his family. From IDW Publishing, we have Dave 2, number 1 of 4. 1 year later, with the world seemingly at peace, things seem pretty alright on Earth until a strange ship's arrival sends Dave headfirst into an existential crisis, an inconceivable blast from the past that threatens not only Dave's dwindling relationship with Scotty, but all of robotkind itself. Next we have Jem and the Holograms, number 7, Viral, Part 1. Jerica and her sisters face the biggest threat yet, success. Meanwhile, the misfits aren't taking these upstarts lying down, as they find themselves under new management. We've also got Mickey Mouse, number 4. Mickey reteams with Super Explorer Eurasia Toph to find the awesome gift of the Sun Lord, but Pegleg Pete is out to make their treasure hunt tougher. Next we have My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, number 34, Siege of the Crystal Empire, Part 1. An enigmatic new foe brings together some of the most villainous characters in Equestria to attack the Crystal Empire. What is their true aim, and will our ponies be able to save the day? We've also got Star Trek number 49. The 5-year mission of the Starship Enterprise continues here in the epic conclusion to Deity. Up against a fierce new enemy, Captain Kirk must choose between sacrificing his ship and crew or allowing an innocent species to perish. Next we have String Divers number 2 of 5, Unified Chaos Theory Part 2. The robotic microscopic string divers find adventure, peril, and quantum threats at a new level even theoretical physicists never theorized. We've also got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Amazing Adventures number 2. The adventures continue. The Turtles face a new all-powerful foe. To survive, they'll have to turn to Shredder. Bonus story featuring a comic book made by Mikey. And we have Weird Love number 9. The New York Journal of Books calls Weird Love a wonderful and wildly entertaining collection of romance stories, some of the craziest and weirdest love stories you'll ever read. It is impossible to not laugh out loud at some point. Every story in here is 100% high fun. This issue features the mini dress, female of the species, breakdown, leader of the pack, sorority sisters, take him shopping, call me wicked, and jailbait. From Image Comics, we have 68 Last Rites number 2 of 4. New York City, 1970. As salvation falls from the winter sky, Faye Kuhn takes Alice Gleason back to Pitt Island, New Jersey for a tale of horror and loss. Heroes will rise and fall in the dark frozen shadows of the infamous Zodiac Killer's House of Pain, the second part of the 68 Universe's ultimate climax, with a haunting script by Mark Kidwell and fierce shrouded artwork by Jeff Zarno and Jay Fotis. Next we have Beauty number 2. The beauty has transformed average people into beautiful people, but is it killing them too? Detectives Vaughn and Foster are close to learning the truth, and that puts them directly in harm's way. Sometimes the truth isn't pretty. We've also got Death Vigil number 8 of 8. First volume finale. This is it. The enemy has breached the gates and Bernadette stands as the last line of defense. This is where it all ends one way or another, and with this issue, Death Vigil ends. Or does it? Next we have The Fade Out number 9, nominated for the Eisner Award for Best New Series. Act 3 begins as the mystery heats up. We've also got Invincible number 123, loose ends are tied up, conflicts are brought to a resolution, a door is closed so that a new one can open. Next we have Island number 3, third issue of the Oversized Comics magazine. This issue introduces Matt Sheehan and Malachi Ward's sci-fi series Ancestor. We've also got Manifest Destiny number 17, Who or What is the Fabled Vemeter? Next we have Odyssey number 7, He of Troya must tell the story of his life or face its violent end. We've also got Rat Queens number 12, Demons Part 2. Along the deadly mountain trail leading to Mage University, Hannah stumbles across an old friend from an old life. The mysterious figure knows the secret past that Hannah wants no one else to ever know about. Next we have Secret Identities number 7, double-sized series finale. The Frontlines world is rocked when the truth of Crosswind's deception comes out. Will any of them survive the intruder's final victory? It all ends here. We've also got Sex Criminals number 12. Susie and John continue the worst recruitment plan in the history of entertaining second act montage sequences. Getting the band together never had so many fluids. By Hollywood jerkhole Matt Fraction, and literally a shed full of car keys that somehow manages to draw comics. Next we have Shudder number 15, Secret Origins and Death Ballads. We've also got Southern Cross number 5, Alien Artifacts and Murder as the cross veers off course. And we have Tokyo Ghost number 1, The Isles of Los Angeles 2089, Humanity is Addicted to Technology, a population of unemployed leisure seekers blissfully distracted from toxic contamination who borrow, steal, and kill to buy their next digital fix. Getting a virtual buzz is the only thing left to live for. It's the biggest industry, the only industry, the drug everyone needs, and gangsters run it all. And who do these gangsters turn to when they need their rule enforced? Constables Led Dent and Debbie Decay. This duo is about to be given a job that will force them out of the familiar squalor of Los Angeles to take down the last techless country on Earth, the Garden Nation of Tokyo. Best-selling writer Rick Remender and superstar art team Sean Murphy and Matt Hollingsworth examine our growing addiction to technology while thirsting for a nature we continue to destroy. From Valiant Entertainment, we have Bloodshot Reborn number 6, The Hunt Part 1, all new arc, jump on board here. Bloodshot is on the hunt. Determined to stop the violent reign of terror that plagues Colorado, Bloodshot journeys across the Rocky Mountains to destroy the remaining nanites that have caused mass murderers to spring up across the state. But will the drugs, booze, and insane visions rattling around his head put an end to his journey before it all begins? Start reading here as New York Times bestselling writer Jeff Lemire and modern master Butch Goose begin the second staggering story arc of their chart-topping new series that Entertainment Weekly calls a subversive new take on Valiant's resident unkillable killing machine. Next we have Ivor Time Walker number 9, Ending History Part 1, all new arc, jump on board here. As history falls apart around her, only one man can help Nayla Sethi save Ivor's life and time itself, and that man is Ivor? Wait, what? Can Neela teach a new Time Walker the ropes of time travel as time collapses, or will the universe finally meet its doom? Find out as Harvey Award-nominated artist Pere Perez joins New York Times bestselling writer Fred Van Lint for Ending History. And we have Rye number 10, New Costume, New Mission, Rye Reborn. A fallen, broken, and depowered Rye finds himself captured by a mysterious and savage tribe on Earth. With his friends being hunted and tortured back in New Japan, Rye will find help in an unexpected yet familiar face who knows a thing or two about survival. Matt Kent and Clayton Crane continue their acclaimed run with a surprise appearance as the Orphan marches toward a coming conflict for the United Heroes of 4001 AD. Okay, so that's a look at some of the top independent publishers this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and DC videos for this week, as well as my usual roundup of all my favorites for the week with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. And you can now find He's Got Issues on eBay at he'sgotissues.com/eBay for great deals on comics, trades, and lots of superhero and pop culture merchandise. And of course, you can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, Tumblr, and Instagram to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.